Well, hey, everyone.
Welcome back to the Whirlwind
This is
Chronicles.
the bunker that you're listening to right now.
Hey, everyone.
This is it.
Should we all give a fake reason of why we took a little mid-season break?
Yeah.
Alyssa, why did we take a mid-season break? We could do a yes and thing, so I'll add to it.
Oh, you'll add to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
then
like that
Laura
idea.
will add it, and then Josiah will finish it out.
Well, hey, listener. As you might have noticed, we took a break last week. A little mid-season break. And that's because the bananas were ripe.
Nothing to work with.
That's so much.
That's right.
Joe, it's up
And
to you.
because the bananas were ripe, these are naturally the bananas on the banana tree in my backyard.
Exactly. That's what I was giving you.
We went to go pick them. However, as we picked them, believe it or not, we stumbled upon a real life observatory. Laura, what do we do with that observatory?
You just skipped Josiah.
No, I said then it goes to you and then Josiah closes out.
Oh.
I thought so.
We can go Josiah
initially.
next, though.
What you said.
Watch your words, because remember last time you did this, you were actually wrong, and I played it in the podcast.
I feel
You're gonna correct me again with your Taco Bell over there, and you're gonna be wrong again.
Josiah's
Do you want to be
joke
wrong
a little
again?
strong.
Am I the only one who thought that we were all going to go around and give separate reasons?
Well,
Oh,
then
you're
it changed.
so far behind.
Then it changed. He then said,
I thought
actually,
that
let's
too.
do a little yes and situation, and we'll
Oh.
continue it.
Yeah. And then I
Oh.
said, and then me, and then Laura, then Josiah will close us out.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to correct me.
So we were picking
no.
bananas in Joe's backyard, and then we stumbled upon an observatory.
That's
and
right.
then what happened, Laura?
Well, and then we decided why record about a fake observatory.
That's right.
Lame.
That's right.
In
Lame.
Joe's basement. Lame.
Lame.
If we could go on a real life observatory adventure
Yeah, it was awesome.
Cool.
So, Josiah, what did we do?
And so we all went to Home Depot to buy the parts we needed to build our own observatory.
We didn't use the one that we found.
No, we were
It's
like,
not
that's
ours."
inspirational.
Oh, wait. We found one?
Yeah.
Josiah, you need to pay
Josiah,
attention.
we were picking bananas in Joe's backyard because they were ripe.
You were there. You remember
Gosh,
this.
why don't you remember? And we saw an observatory and we said, why would we record about one when we could go see one?
So
but
then we built
remembered.
No, yeah, guys, yes,
remembered
and
that's the
Josiah said we
neighbors.
went to Home
Yeah,
Depot.
that's
Went
the
to Home
neighbors.
Depot and we built
It was
one.
the neighbor's observatory.
Look,
How could
it's
we
not
use
just
that?
our
Josiah
observatory.
looks totally flummoxed right now.
I don't think I thought I understood what was happening, but I think somewhere our wires got crossed.
Well, so yeah, we
So
took a break
clearly we
last
needed
week.
a break.
You can't tell.
You can't
Actually,
tell.
the break was really bad for us. We lost all of our improv skills.
We came back and we said,
Yeah.
who am I?
That was
My
disgusting.
gosh, that was the crazy.
You can leave now.
What was
That was gross.
There's a goblin in
Whoever's
here.
editing this, play that back.
Yeah, there's
Put
an
a ton
orc
of
in here.
reverb on that. Yeah. Just
No, you don't even need to add anything, which is the crazy part.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
All
gang.
natural.
I'm sorry. Oh God, that's so gross. I'm sorry. I'm getting over being sick, gang. That's why I sound all nasally. I'm sorry.
See you next time.
Okay, so before we start, we need to do the
Duh.
don't make fun of me.
Trivia.
Oh!
Happy day.
What?
Happy day.
No.
What is the energy we have today?
It's
we
a
need to do
lot.
the trivia.
That's right. We do have to do trivia.
I'm just gonna eat my what are these called?
Muddy buddies
Muddy buddies.
or puppy chow. Or
Yeah, I've heard it both ways. However,
I've heard it both ways.
Wasn't an invitation for song.
I've heard it both ways. Isn't that a TikTok thing?
No, that's from Psych the musical.
Oh.
I've heard
Okay. Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Joe.
it. Gets everyone's attention. Burps
we
into the
go.
microphone.
No more burping.
Yeah,
Ew.
Alyssa. Here we go. Chapter set. Oh, I should tell everyone what we're doing. So don't roll your eyes at me. In this season of Bunkers, we are taking a look back at the previous volume, Volume 1, and asking some trivia questions. So this week's trivia is for Chapter 7 of Volume 1, The Mamma Mia Surprise.
Ooh.
Surprise!
There she is. The question this week is, in Chapter 7, The Mamma Mia Surprise, Calgo and the gang, Calgo and Wendy, sorry. Calgo,
Let's start again. Let's start again.
Sure. In Chapter 7, The Mamma Mia Surprise, Calgo, Juniper, and Edna all go to get pho. And Calgo, no, he does not go. And Calgo, that should have been the trivia. You would have gotten it wrong.
Yep.
And Calgo teaches them the Mamma Mia Surprise. This is a simple one, but what are the 3 steps to the Mamma Mia Surprise?
Oh, Joe. Wow.
Hmm.
You really just asked us a question that we definitely know the answer to because we've done this.
We definitely know this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
I don't even have to
Easy
write my
point.
answer down.
Me neither.
All right. Well,
I wrote mine down because I played the game right.
yeah, I appreciate I appreciate that, Alyssa. And that's 5
anytime.
bonus points to you.
What you should do when we circle back to this is just down the line be like, Josiah, what's step number 1? Laura, what's step number 2? Alyssa, what's step number 3? And then that would prove that we all knew it.
There are 3 steps that are mentioned in this episode. Anyways, we'll
right.
talk later in the episode. Listeners will say what those answers are. So follow along and write your own answer. Maybe you got it right. Leave it in the comments. Send us a text. We can't text you back, but we can.
But
can
we'll
read
talk
it.
about
Could I
it on
ask
the bunker.
Could I ask a clarifying question, though?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Are these all actions that one takes? Like, are all 3 of them actions that one takes, or is one of them just the state that things need to be in?
State.
What?
Like, is step
No,
1...
I see what you're saying.
I
Does
know.
step 1
there are
have more to
3
do with the state that
No,
things need to be
no.
in?
One of them
well,
is a passive verb.
It's kind of, yeah. It's like a passive verb. It's still an action you take.
or not passive verb. Like, it's a passive action.
Yeah, it's an action you take, but it is
Dependent on conditions.
correct.
Yeah, okay, I think I understand. Okay. Episode 7, we are now going to talk about episode 7, part 1 and part 2. So we are covering
That's right.
2 different episodes. We did something pretty weird this time. Decided to do a little 2-parter. That was fun. I think it went well. And those are my thoughts. How about
Very
you guys?
cool. It's a very cool.
No, I seriously,
No,
I
yeah.
thought it was super cool. Let's start with part 1. Laura, I love how you incorporated all of our little wishes in funny ways. That was so fun.
It was kind of one of those things that happened just because of the scene. And then I went, well, it's a challenge.
Yeah, it is
And I
kind
don't
of
want to
fun.
say
Yeah.
no to a challenge.
Yeah.
So let's try and figure this out.
I
loved
also
it.
will say the description of this episode is really funny because it's like the note that we
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
is the description.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And it's really cute. It's
Yeah.
funny.
It's super fun. Yeah, I really liked that, how you like incorporated them all. It was really funny.
Yeah, we had been asked the question before, what would we do if we got to the end of an episode / end of the time of recording one and had not finished? Like,
Yeah.
what would we do?
Yeah, someone had asked. That's
Yeah.
right. We had gotten a comment about
And
that.
I guess this is the answer.
Yep.
At least this time around,
At
this
least
is the
this
answer.
time. Yeah.
That was the answer this time.
Not necessarily making a habit of it, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the cut of the episode isn't that long, actually.
Yeah.
But for us, we that night we had gotten started so late, and then
Yeah.
I think I don't remember what happened. I think we took a break because someone needed to grab food or something happened. We ended up taking a break. So there's like a whole chunk right in the middle where like someone had to do something.
I think you were figuring out some lore at one point.
no, but I didn't pause for it.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We had to stop for
We
something.
had to stop for something. Anyway, so it was
Yeah.
super late, even though the episode were like, it's been going on long enough. It's only like a 2-hour or
Yeah,
something
it wasn't.
episode.
Yeah.
But I think just because of the circumstances that night, we were like, we can't finish this
Yeah.
tonight.
We were
Yeah.
so tired. It was
Yeah,
late.
It was a late night.
Yeah. We were all
So-
just
Yeah, it
like
was definitely
super
remember
tired. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Super fun. A lot of lore in that one.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean. I always tend to do that where I get a little too big for my britches.
Classic.
I always just get a little too like excited about some aspect of world building that I
Yeah.
have as an idea, and then I just forget that it's not like a full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the format is not a full-size campaign where we're staying in one spot.
You're
And
right.
it's just like
lore is so hard in a one shot.
yes, and it's so hard, especially in this one,
Yeah.
because, I've just
Because as far as we know, we're never coming back.
yeah, and so like I want it to be important, and that was the interesting thing is like some of the things that I set up we didn't end up getting a payoff, but
Right.
I'm also like we could,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it
who
could
knows?
connect,
Yep.
and so like that's also the thing of like. Because we've had a few episodes, I think, in this season with a lot of promises, but not a ton of payoff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how are we going to incorporate all those things? Which ones are important to incorporate? Which ones
Yeah.
can we let go of? So I feel like this episode definitely had a lot of that.
Yeah.
And it was fun to see which ones Josiah decided to pursue. Like, I really liked the stuff that you pursued in it. I felt like it was a really fun. Yeah, I just really liked. What's his name? Ralph. I thought it was so good.
Oh my gosh, I
thought
love
it was
Ralph.
So good.
Yeah,
So crazy.
It's so fun.
I just totally gave into the hype of like, this could be an AI thing. And I was like, yeah, it could.
Yeah.
yeah.
It totally could.
That's the beauty
Did
of this
we-
this format.
Did
Yeah.
we say what Ralph stands for in the episode?
Yes.
We do?
I don't
think we do.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think we named it after it was over.
We just sat here
No.
and talked about it and named it.
Yeah.
Oh, we came up with what Ralph means after.
Well, we did it off podcast.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
Wait,
But then we
we'll
talk
mention
about it in the next episode.
I
at
think
the
we'll
very
mention
beginning.
it in the next episode. Yeah.
Okay, that's when we talked about it.
Yeah.
it was after we
I thought it was on podcast.
No, we were
It was
like,
like
upstairs
after-
getting ready to leave.
after we were done recording
Yeah.
Yeah.
that night.
We were like, we need
Yeah.
a fun
Isn't it?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should cut that out
Which
of
is
this.
such
though.
a creepy thing to call an AI
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We should cut that out
Yeah.
of this though. I think it would be fun if the reveal happens.
We'll
in
just
next
do a little.
Episode.
We'll just do a little bleep.
Yeah.
No, we'll just layer over Alyssa's cough.
My no.
Yes!
Wait, can we
Is
just
it short-
can we
is
save
the-
that cough and use it as our bleep?
No.
Does Ralph mean glock?
Can
Yes,
that
it does.
Was it
disgusting,
really?
I'm sorry,
Was
Alyssa.
it that bad?
No,
can
we're
that
definitely
disgusting
using it.
cough be
I
our,
think it's, I think
our
it's
bleep
just,
button,
I think
dude?
It's just funny.
So gross, bro. Yeah, I was practicing my screamo.
That's awesome.
I'm starting a band.
Really?
Yeah, no.
What's it called?
You're not invited.
Okay, Alyssa, I was actually thinking today. I was like, if I could like do something stupid, like that I would never ever normally do, and just be like, I'm just gonna go do this thing. Like one of them would be like, I'd go start a band.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
I was just thinking that.
What would
like,
you
today.
play?
I'd play the keys.
Yeah. Laura, you could be in my screamo band and play keys.
Yeah.
Alyssa's so supportive. That,
Yeah.
Like before you even said the answer, Alyssa was like, I'm gonna affirm whatever that girl says right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the keys. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
God bless her.
She reacted to
God
that.
bless her.
She reacted to that the same way that a lot of girls on podcasts do, where that one of them goes, "And I don't need no man," and they're all like,
so
"Yeah,
true. Preach.
yeah." It's like that level of
I
intensity.
was excited for her, okay?
You're excited for her
For her to play keys
imaginary
in her
band.
Yes.
I was excited for her
Golly.
band.
Oh man.
Well,
Alyssa, what's your band name?
side quest.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Laura, what genre is your band?
Classic rock.
And these are two different bands we're talking
And
about.
Oh, yeah.
what's the hook?
What's the hook?
The hook of the band?
Genre and the hook. Nice.
Nice, Josiah.
Nice.
He does pay attention. He does know the show.
I know about the hook.
I know about hook. I know about genre.
Genre.
Oh man.
It's funny.
Um,
How did we get to that topic? So
How
yes,
did we get there?
the
You brought it up.
The
my
ski
cough.
resort.
No, it was my cough.
Oh, it was your cough. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the ski resort and shady family took over the land to make it and make a
Yeah.
lot of money.
yeah.
And
Well, but then also, even more lore, Elder Bow is like a guy there.
Yeah. There's
yeah, whether that was
Elderbow.
the whirlwind manipulating the world, whether
Right.
that was someone
And then we were also given
else.
we
whether
were
that
also given a
was-
hotel room of the name of our or the realm
of our universe,
universe,
the number,
the code.
Yeah.
Lot of stuff going
7-680.
Well, and I expanded on that Elderbow thing too because it was like, oh yeah, Ace's suit got sent in ahead of time
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
I
name
like that.
Elderbow.
Yeah.
But like no one else's did.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Ace's.
That's because none of us gave our names, right? Other than you. I think Cal specifically tried a different name and
No,
it
but
didn't
like
work.
the people were like, yeah, this suit was sent here ahead of time.
Yeah,
like
remember
it was already here.
Right.
It's been there
before
for a
you
few
guys- yeah.
days.
So
Crazy.
Ace is a special boy.
Wow.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Yeah, I thought the woman, the
Sponsored.
seamstress, was really interesting. I really liked her. A
Oh my
lot.
gosh, and she knew
yeah.
something was going down.
I
She
think
knew
it was.
something
I
was
think
going
it was
down.
She was
really
reading my mind.
funny, Alyssa. That it took. What episode is this? 7? Part
Yeah.
2. It took like 7.5 episodes for you to finally be like, wait
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah.
She's a fire genasi.
genasi.
I don't even. Well, you know what?
Like
it
I
was?
just been sitting here, just like I wonder if
wonder if
she's
she'll
ever gonna
notice.
think that's significant. I
Yeah.
just wonder, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
let it happen. Like
Yeah.
whatever. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It could be significant. It could not be. I'm not giving anything away because
Yeah.
we haven't finished that season. But like, or the volume.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny that moment you went.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I think what the problem was is, for sure, Sir Dredd is a fire genasi, but for some reason I got in my head that he was a tiefling at one point. Like I just started picturing a tiefling,
Yeah.
and so. Excuse me.
Don't cry.
No, woman. No cry.
What? What was that?
Bob Marley.
Oh, Marley.
Is that Bob Marley? I don't even.
No woman, no cry. Come on.
Just you, Josiah.
No woman, no cry.
No woman, no cry. I
really?
was like,
No.
dang, Josiah. I don't
Bob
know.
Marley, anyone? No.
I now know what
I
you're
don't-
referencing, but I did
Come on.
not.
I don't really listen to Bob Marley.
Yeah, I
so-
can't say.
Oh,
I do
that's
either.
So I
really
genuinely
funny.
thought it was just.
I was
you
like,
saying
all
that to
right,
Alyssa.
Josiah. Gosh.
No
That's so-
woman,
No cry.
no cry.
What was I even talking about? What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. So I was picturing a tiefling up until I remembered that he was a fire genasi, and then I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was so wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it might not be anything, but at least it's like definitely a dynamic, I think.
Yeah, well, just her reaction, I think, would have been, like, honestly, listeners, to give it to you straight, like, Juniper absolutely would have had a reaction to meeting Wendy, with her being a fire genasi, if Alyssa had remembered. Like, it would have been a huge
Well,
thing, I
She's
think.
also not. I mean, the only thing that really gives away that she's a fire genasi is her eyes.
Okay.
She looks relatively like
Yeah,
a
that's
human.
true.
Okay, so maybe
You know, I've
that,
always
maybe that
I've
can be
always
the
described
argument.
her as a human, and the only thing that, I mean,
That's true.
you could even say that she was a human with sorcerer abilities to cast fire spells.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, it's just the only thing that gives away that her race isn't human is the irises.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, so then that's
that's true.
kind of
So-
that's a good way of
Yeah.
of filling in my dumbness.
Alyssa, no. No cry.
Woman,
Woman, no cry.
woman, no cry. Oh golly. Yeah, cool, nice.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I just wanted to like. I didn't really necessarily come in with any lore specifically. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna like give away stuff about my character that I have planned or anything.
Yeah, sure.
But I feel like it's fun to kind of bring elements to say, this might not be a big thing, but maybe you could make it into something.
Right.
And like kind of bring it forward and see like what will people do with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I
that's
love
kind of
it.
why I decided that.
Yeah.
I think that's super
That
fun
for my character, because originally I think I was originally gonna do a Dragonborn girl.
Mm.
She was originally gonna be a Dragonborn with like pink scales or
Oh,
something
wow.
crazy.
Oh,
She
fun.
originally, the whole concept for the character actually was very, very different originally.
Ah,
And then I had this idea of like, well, if I do a fire genasi, maybe we'll create a dynamic in the group that will
Yeah.
be fun to play off of from the get-go, because I needed something. I was like, even if it's a negative connection, I need something to connect with the group
Sure.
just
Yeah.
from off the bat.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And then I didn't even play into it until 7 episodes later.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's okay. Like
Yeah.
there's other things that came up that I didn't plan for.
that it worked out for.
So
yeah,
it worked
sure.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
Nice.
yeah.
Well,
I
should we
can't with
should
this
we get
joke.
to ads?
I can't with this joke.
You can't talk about it before we get to it. You have to just tell somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for the ad break is what I mean. Are we ready to move to ads?
We are done with the segment where we talk about what we're supposed to talk about. So yeah, let's go with the ads.
Who's got the copy this week?
Who's got the copy?
Josiah?
I
Sounds
think-
like I have the copy this week.
I think he does.
Yeah.
It does.
It would
Oh, look,
appear
there
as
it
though
is.
I do.
Well,
hey,
there it is.
So who's our sponsor, Josiah? He just
Oh,
made
mine's
a piece of paper.
crinkling a paper.
I mean, he crinkled the paper in his hand.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's full of sponsors.
All right. Today's episode is sponsored by the Clippy Boys.
Oh,
Now you may be asking yourself, Clippy Boys, what a quirky little name. I wonder what that company does.
they only paid for 10 seconds.
I finished that sentence, and Joe and I looked
We
at each
knew,
other,
we knew.
and we were telepathically like, we know what
That's
happens
it.
next.
Yeah, we both were like, yep, we're not going to find out.
Laura's out. KO. Oh my gosh.
So thanks, Clippy Boys. Shout out you guys.
Shout out Clippy Boys.
Laura. Laura's
I
losing
really
it.
got her. Wow. Oh my god.
Laura, you're turning purple. Careful. Breathe.
Dude, everything, anytime we're playing that music on the show and we go silent, it's automatically funny.
It's so funny. An ad
That
sponsorship
music-
of any kind where
that-
no one's saying anything is the
It's
funniest
so
thing.
funny, dude.
It's so funny.
There's something.
So good.
There's something about
Guys,
somebody.
Laura's still alive, we think. She's still trying. Don't worry. She's still here.
Stomach hurts.
Stay with us, Laura.
Do you have that music on deck for any time there's an awkward pause? Because that would be really funny.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh
Like
my
anytime we fall dead, you just.
I truly.
Oh no, she's not gonna be able to sleep.
This is we're gonna need a few minutes
Oh,
here.
we haven't had one of these in a while.
I truly did not.
What's she trying to
She can't get her sentence out. We need to give her a minute.
Do you remember the time she got trapped on the couch because she couldn't sit up?
What?
She was laughing and she was like laying down on the couch and she couldn't get up. She was like, guys, I can't sit up.
I
Oh.
truly was like. I was waiting with bated breath to see what you would say, and I like didn't. Normally, I feel like I can see that coming, and I literally was like, "What's he
What
about
did
to
he
say?"
do?
And then you switched the music, and I was like,
You were a listener in that moment.
I literally.
Oh, that's
I don't
so
know
funny.
if it was just like my tired brain, because usually I can tell when you guys are doing dumb
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But like, I literally bought into it like a kid. Oh my
Josiah
gosh.
immediately looked at each other. We're like, this is it right here.
That's it.
That's all.
And my brain was like, Clippy Boys. It could be like,
Yeah, what could
So
it
many
be?
things.
Wow.
Now, I'm sure you're wondering
Oh my
what
gosh.
the Clippy Boys
My
are.
stomach hurts
What a
so
what
much.
a fun, quirky little name. I wonder what this company is.
That's it. That's all. And then their advertisement stops.
I feel like that's
Oh my
actually like
gosh.
would be. I would love to actually see that be an advertisement
Oh.
and see how it would perform.
Yeah.
It
I
would
wonder
be
if people
so
would
funny.
look it up.
I
Dude,
would.
like during like the Super Bowl or something, I bet
Oh,
that
yeah.
would go so hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's like, yeah, I do wonder what that is.
Yeah, what was
actually.
that?
People
Yeah.
would probably look it up.
Yeah. That'd probably go hard.
Yeah.
That would spread like
man.
wildfire on
Well,
like,
thanks
Twitter.
so much,
Yeah.
Josiah.
Oh, that was.
Thanks, Clippy Boys, for sponsoring only 10 seconds, but
That
thanks,
portion
guys.
of today's
Oh my
episode.
goodness.
thanks, guys.
I was like entranced. I was like bought in.
That's awesome.
She's so excited to learn what the Clippy Boys
was.
do.
That was one of the songs because I felt like a fool when you did it. I was like, oh, like that was part of the.
That's awesome. That's so great.
It's like
That's so funny.
If anyone knows me, it's that I'm a very, very gullible person. I truly
That
am.
was great.
People have
That was
convinced
really
me of
funny.
some really idiotic things, and I believe them.
That's
Oh my
good. It means
gosh.
that you trust the people around you, and then people exploit that.
Yep. Yep.
We were just doing what we were paid to do,
Yeah.
which is deliver
10 to
quality
15 words.
advertisements.
All right.
We said, Clippy Boys, you got 10 to 15 words. What you got?
What do you want?
And I read what they sent me verbatim.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
What's it time for now?
The one word take.
Oh, the
One
word
word take.
Oh, one sentence.
One
Yeah,
sentence.
I was
take.
like, I don't know how we
the,
could do that.
The
Okay.
short take.
All right, Joe, what you got for us? Take of the week.
Take of the week. Well, I think my take this week is I got the new Liquid Death sparkling water sodas. I got the root beer and the Dr. Pepper one. I have not tried the Coke one, and they're pretty good.
Nice.
Just that?
No bonus take from me this week.
Good.
That's rare. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a rare thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Kids be throwing around
Guys,
bonus
I
takes.
can't laugh ananymore. It hurts.
Well, you should probably leave because this podcast is pretty hilarious.
Nice, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much.
Guac.
Leave me alone.
So, let's see. This week I'm actually dealing with a little bit of a mouse problem in my house.
Okay.
Mouse house over
there.
there.
We got some mice happening. And so I've been out to Walmart a couple times to get these traps that they have there.
Sure.
Like normally you imagine a mouse trap and they like
That's
the
right.
claw ones. These
They-
ones are
yeah.
like puck shaped and you kind of twist them.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
and then they kind of
interesting.
like close.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those
Yeah.
are brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And?
I've been getting those and they catch mice.
They catch
What's the
mice.
take? Like, what is
You have
your
to have a
opinion
take
on it?
about
You have to have
it.
an opinion on it.
Yeah, my opinion is they catch mice.
That's not opinion. That's fact.
That's just what it's supposed to do.
And it's fine.
Do you
okay.
like that it catches
They
mice?
catch mice good.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm glad you added the
Wait,
good
how
because
many-
now it makes it official.
How many mice have you caught?
5.
Oh man.
Yeah, big bummer.
Those are the ones they like twist and like snap their neck, right?
I feel
They're
like
like,
that's not brutal.
and they're
That's
like,
actually no. Hey, we can't talk about this anymore. Laura?
No, there is truth. There's truth to that. They say the sticky ones are not good because
Yeah, 'cause they just slowly die. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm,
All right,
brutal.
enough about mice. Laura?
Um,
Take of the week has to be a quick take of the week. That's the whole
That's
thing.
a good point.
The whole thing.
ate some olives and I really enjoyed them.
Good. When?
Joe's giving me like, oh,
Okay.
No, I just love olives.
Oh.
I've been meaning to go to the store and get some olives.
This is too.
Yeah,
Oh, you
sorry.
like-
I'm sorry. I asked a
We're
follow-up
playing you
question.
off. We gotta wrap this up.
That was on me. I asked a follow-up question.
What do you like? Olives? Name 5.
Oh, you like olives? Name 5.
I don't know the names.
Black, green. That's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Kalamata.
Yeah.
Kalamata. Elizabeth, we're not talking about freaking squid right now.
Yeah, we're not talking about fried squid.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. I watched the Super Bowl yesterday.
Mm.
It was pretty lame.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good take.
I would agree with that.
Like, addendum. The Super Bowl and the commercials all was pretty lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved the Lay's commercial.
The Lay's one, I
Was
remember
cute.
we thought that one was cute.
I thought it was very cute.
Yeah.
The girl who plants the potato.
Oh, loved that.
I thought that was really cute and it made me want to eat Lay's.
yeah.
And I was like,
The
the rest of them, I
Lay's.
just wasn't even engaged.
We'll
we
move
already
on.
talk about that too
We'll
much.
move on. Yeah. Okay. Shall we?
Pod deck?
I rolled a 6. No, I didn't.
Okay,
I'm
Alyssa's
sorry.
lied on
I
the
just
podcast.
forgot. I literally
You just lied
forgot.
to our viewers
I'm so sorry, viewer.
and listeners.
I know you see this.
I'm
and
so sorry,
I feel
viewer.
bad.
Singular.
I rolled a 3.
3.
And I'm
That's
sorry
the
for lying.
interview deck.
Nice.
It's the funniest place you've ever fall asleep.
Wait.
Wait, what?
I actually understood. What's the
Say
funniest
it.
place you've ever fallen asleep?
Yeah, what's the funniest place you've ever fallen asleep?
I have a pretty good one for this.
What's the funniest place you've ever fallen asleep?
I did when I was in high school. I did an internship with the chief of staff for a congressman, and we got to tour like the Capitol, and we got to go to the Senate, and the House, and I believe it was the Senate we went to visit.
Oh, no way.
And the Senate, it is illegal to fall asleep in the Senate.
No way.
Apparently, yes, because I started dozing off and falling asleep, and an individual, a guy who was sitting in a chair, who's like one of like the security people, I guess, came up to me and woke me up and was like, "It's legal to fall asleep in here. You can't fall asleep." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Whoa.
And I woke up, and I kid you not, I sat there for like 15 minutes. I swear to God. And I turned to my right, and that guy had fallen asleep.
Oh my gosh.
And so on the way out, I tapped him, and I was like, "You can't fall asleep, sir." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so right."
Is that true?
I think he was
I think
lying
so.
to you.
I was going to say,
I don't know.
let's
Maybe
look
he
it up.
was, but
let's look it up. Let's fact check this.
it was like, yeah, it was like a security
I wouldn't be
guy.
surprised if there was some weird law like that, but
You can't fall asleep, sir. You can't
I
fall
don't know
asleep
if that's
in here.
true.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the Senate. Maybe it was the House, or I don't know. But it was a very specific story that I won't forget.
I feel like I haven't. I don't know if I've had like fallen asleep in a weird place. I think
I'm not saying anything about it.
I think the instant that I'm reminded of, so I'll just tell that story, is I was hanging out with my friend Betsy, who listens to this podcast. Shout out Betsy.
Shout out, Betsy.
Betzel.
Shut up, Betsy.
And my other friend Rachel, who doesn't listen to this podcast, but I was
Wow.
hanging out
Shout
with
out
them.
Rachel.
Shout out Rachel.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for not listening. No. And we were all like hanging out. It was like 7 p.m., like very early, whatever. We're hanging out, talking. And in the middle of a conversation, I fell asleep and was asleep for 20 minutes and woke up, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I dozed off." And they're like, "No, you just slept for 20 minutes and we figured you needed it. So we've just been chatting over here while you were sleeping."
Oh
and I was
my
like,
word.
"I'm so sorry."
That's so
That was
funny.
years ago, but so that's the funniest thing I could think of in this moment.
I haven't fallen asleep. I've never been like a napper.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Like it doesn't, I can't easily fall asleep. Like I can close my eyes and like rest.
Yeah,
but like I
same.
won't ever like fall asleep.
Yep.
I think the only time I've ever done that was, I think I fell asleep when I used to work as a stage manager and I was doing 10 out of 12s a lot. I would go into one of the like rehearsal rooms and close the door during our hour break.
Yeah, there you go.
And I would just turn on my little alarm and say hour and I would just conk out
That's nice.
on the little like rubber mats where they would do like stage combat
Wow,
and stuff.
yeah.
I would literally just like they'd walk and be like, "Where's Laura?"
There you go.
Sleeping in the corner.
I just
But
remember.
that's the
oh,
only
wait.
time I've ever been tired enough.
Yeah.
I just remembered another time where I fell asleep on an internship.
Oh my gosh, Joe.
I had another internship in high school, and it was so boring. I went to intern at a financial planning center, and this guy took me and one other person into a room. It was trying to teach us about spreadsheets, and I fell asleep, and it was just the three of us in the room, and it was really awkward. I felt
man.
really bad.
Oh man. That's funny.
I made it pretty clear to that guy that his job was boring.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyways,
Like I can pretty easily fall asleep in most situations where I'm like sitting for a long period of time. I can just decide I'm gonna sleep now. I think like I don't know if it's weird necessarily, but like in a like study room of like a school library.
Yeah.
Like one of those
Yeah.
ones that you have to book, and I
Yeah.
felt
Yeah.
bad about it because I'm like, so many people walk by this place,
And you're
and
just
we're hoping to
sleeping?
use it, and we're
Sleeping.
like, oh, someone's in there. They're sleeping. Come
Oh.
on.
Yeah.
That is funny.
My
Sure.
group needs to prep for a presentation.
yeah. But this guy's sleeping in there.
Yeah.
In college, I have one more and then we can move on. But in college, I commuted to my college, and it was like an hour and a half drive. So I would just stay there all day long. And I had certain days where I had a 9 a.m. class and a 7 p.m. class. It was awful. So I had to be there the entire
That
day.
sounds brutal.
And I would regularly take naps in my car.
Yeah.
All the time. I just went out to my car and took a nap.
That kinda
And I would
makes
like
sense.
hang a like shirt over the side because I like felt weird about it. So I like hung a shirt up and like made myself like a little tent and
Oh
like
my
slept in my car.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
Yep.
I feel like I the only The only thing else I can remember is every time it's during like a rehearsal.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I think every other time during my life where I've been tired enough, it's literally like 2 show days.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some sort of tech weekend.
Yeah.
Because there was these at school, there were these couches in the green room that were so worn and faded and gross. But they were they were like really comfy and like plushy, and they
Yeah.
were just the
It was
couches
always
that
rock.
yeah, and
Yep.
you walk into the room anytime between shows, and it was dark in there, and there were just bodies all over all the couches. Like everyone was just always sleeping.
Yep.
And so if you managed to get a couch, and I'm sure they were gross and like but like everyone would just be sleeping all the time.
Yeah, that's nice.
Dude, I tell you what, 26-minute naps.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've heard is that
Yeah.
you keep it from like 25 to 30 minutes, and it's
Yeah.
like the ideal time.
Yeah, NASA actually, shout out your sweater,
Oh.
found that 26 minutes is the exact like range that you need to like go through a cycle and then be like awake. And I've taken a couple during like lunch breaks. It's the best. You wake up immediately like, cool, I'm good.
See,
Like,
my
you feel
thing is I
better
can't fall asleep.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I can't fall asleep
I'm pretty
quick
good at
enough.
falling asleep if I'm tired.
Yeah.
I get wired if I'm too tired, which is weird.
Yeah, I do the same
You know?
sometimes.
I took a nap 10 minutes before you guys got here. I fell
Nice.
asleep at 6:18.
No.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah. I was like, I got 12 minutes, and I knocked out a 12-minute nap.
That's
Nice.
wild.
Nice, dude.
I could
Yeah.
never do that. I couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either.
Like mournful
This
dirge.
feels like a period piece of a woman during Nordic times, like looking into the fire while
My
her sons
husband.
go off to war. yeah.
husband has not returned.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
It cuts to the sounds and like clings of swords and it cuts back to her.
Another cold winter.
I saw
I heard the ringing of the war drum.
That's the fire going across the screen.
For England! For England!
Maybe this is the new bit. Instead of just apologizing, we try to make a movie
movie
scene
trailer.
from a random song.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good
And
segment.
I knew. Shing! My time had come.
We try to do like a movie trailer or something from a.
And she turns around and there's just like somebody standing there with a sword.
She's riding across the plains.
Yeah, she's on her way over.
She's following the armies.
We
to
have
join
no
the
time.
battle.
Rebecca, it's up to you to deliver the message to your
I'm
husband.
not ready.
You must be ready.
Horse gallops through the field again.
She walks through the forest, touching the leaves. We see a close up of her hand.
yeah.
There's blood. Why? Who knows?
Then
She looks up at the sky.
there's a really close scene of her and her husband probably laying in bed next to each other, and one of them goes, "You'll probably never see me again." And she goes, "Is that really such a bad thing?"
Starring Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, forget the apologies. This is better.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a great
way
bit.
cooler
Excellent
bit.
segment.
Yeah.
Well, folks,
I have a list of
coming to
like.
theaters near you.
I have a list of
This
What's
what's
it
the
called?
movie? Yeah, what's it called?
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
starring Larry the Cable Guy as Rebecca.
Rebecca : Year of the Dragon.
Yeah. Longest winter.
Yeah, Rebecca's longest winter.
No, Rebecca :
The longest winter.
We need to write down the movie titles we come
Shout
up
out
with. every
Rebecca.
week. Yeah. Starring Larry the freaking Cable Guy.
Film coming soon.
Yeah.
We're starting a Kickstarter for our movie. Rebecca, the longest winter,
Oh,
starring
man.
Larry the Cable Guy. Send this to Larry. Get him on board.
All right, Joe, give us that trivia.
Oh, that's right. In Chapter 7, the Mamma Mia surprise, Cal takes Juniper and Edna to go get pho and teaches them what the Mamma Mia surprise is. Now, you guys seem very confident in the 3 steps. Josiah, what is the answer?
The answer is 4. No, I'm kidding.
The limit does not exist.
The limit does not exist.
So step 1 is you kind of stand outside and you get cold.
Okay.
Get cold.
And ideally, it's also raining.
Yeah.
So maybe you're like under an umbrella, like it's cold and rainy.
But
and
winter
like
rain.
a
Sure.
gloomy, cold day, or
Misty.
cloudy at the least.
Mm.
And then step 2 is you go inside, you eat pho.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And so we've got Mama and we've got Mia.
What's the surprise?
And the surprise is we go get iced coffee afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Okay, Laura, what you got?
That's what I had.
Laura had the same thing.
I got get cold, eat pho, drink iced coffee.
Bingo! Everybody got it.
Brr, brr, brr.
I think this is the first week where everyone got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the standings are Laura with 10, Alyssa with 6, and Josiah with 8.
Wait a minute. Like, did we even talk that much about this episode?
Nope.
No, but
I mean,
again,
like, time.
we did
We
it at
don't
the beginning. The
really-
show is slowly
We like
becoming less and
mentioned
less.
it.
Yeah.
We mentioned some things
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the episode and did
Yeah,
mostly
this show
bits.
is slowly becoming less of talking about
Yeah.
the episode and more bits. It's
And
pretty
I'm having
funny.
a nice time with it. you
Yeah,
know?
it's pretty
If there's
funny.
anything, if there's ever anything specifically we feel like we need to
Yeah,
unpack,
do you want to
we
bring
will.
something up?
Was there anything you
Huh?
wanted to unpack from episode 7? Part
Well,
2?
yeah. I mean, I want to talk about the